day, everyone, and welcome to Knowledge Module 01 for the Production Process Controller qualification. I'll be guiding you through this program. And today we are focusing on the legal and safety foundation required in production environments. As production process controllers, safety, compliance, and legal responsibility are essential. Everything we do must align with workplace policies, procedures, legal requirements, and safe working practices. Now, we have our icebreaker. Turn to the person next to you and discuss one workplace safety rule you always follow and why. Leave room for discussion and feedback. By the end of this session, you will be able to 1. Explain what legislation means in production. 2. Understand why safety laws exist. 3. Identify key pieces of safety legislation. 4. Demonstrate understanding through workbook activity and case discussions. Legislation means the laws and rules created by government that workplaces must follow. In production, these laws protect employees, equipment, environment, customers, the company, and the public. As process controllers, legislation protects 1. Workers from harm. 2. The company from legal risk. 3. Customers from unsafe products. 4. The environment from pollution. 5. Fair treatment of employees. 5. Ensure products are safe and correctly manufactured. Legislation is not paperwork, it protects lives and prevents disasters. Now here is a question. Why is legal compliance especially important in a production environment? Take a minute to discuss. The 5 key legal focus areas are 1. Occupational health safety, PPE, training, machine guarding, safe systems of work. 2. Environmental protection, waste control, spill prevention, emissions control. 3. Product process responsibility, safe products, correct labeling, preventing harm to consumers. 4. Labor employment duties, fair employee treatment, consultation, investigation processes. 5. Material documentation controls. 6. Proper receiving, storing, usage, disposal, and records. Now, let's get to the activity. Learners match scenario cards to the 5 legal categories on wall posters. As a production process controller, occupational health safety is the most important legal duty in the role. The OHS Act requires both the employer and employees to protect health and safety in the workplace. That means I am not just following company rules, I am following the law. If I ignore a hazard and someone is hurt, I am legally responsible. In production environments, occupational health safety covers 1. Machine guarding and equipment safety. 2. PPE worn correctly every time. 3. Lockout. Tag out, never bypass or ignore. 4. Safe operating procedures. 5. Incident and near-miss reporting. 6. Emergency preparedness. 7. Hazard identification and risk control. 8. Safe chemical and material handling. 9. Housekeeping to prevent slips, trips, and fires. Every shift, my legal duties include doing pre-start and safety checks, reporting hazards immediately, stopping unsafe behavior or unsafe equipment, using PPE correctly and consistently, keeping my area clean and safe, following SOPs exactly, escalating issues and documenting them honestly. Environmental law requires me to prevent pollution and protect drains, soil, and air. In practice, I store chemicals correctly, use drip trays and bunding, segregate waste, label containers, and respond quickly to spills. If a spill occurs, I secure the area, stop the source if safe, deploy absorbent material, keep product and waste away from drains, and report the incident with quantities and location. Example: drums stored near a storm drain without containment. My action is to relocate to a bonded area and report. Now here is a question. What is one control you can use to prevent a spill from reaching a drain? Product responsibility means the item we produce must be safe, within specification, and traceable. I follow specifications, verify first-off samples after changeovers, complete in-process checks at the correct frequency, and quarantine non-conforming product. If any check fails, I stop, segregate clearly, label as hold quarantine, record batch time quantity, and escalate to quality for decision. Here is an example. Incorrect barcode, date code, printed stop the line, isolate affected packs, reset coder, verify a first off, and only then resume. Now here is a question. When a check fails, what are your first 3 actions? Labor law protects fair, safe, and respectful workplaces. My responsibilities include cooperating honestly during investigations, following lawful instructions, respecting colleagues and contractors, and reporting any harassment or unsafe conduct. When an incident occurs, I provide factual statements: what, where, when, who, and evidence, not opinions. I understand that disciplinary and consultation processes must be fair and documented. I am going to ask a question, and then you will take time to discuss. Why is factual, accurate reporting essential during investigations? Materials control ensures traceability from raw materials to finished goods. I check delivery condition, batch lot numbers, expiry dates, storage conditions, and identification. I issue and record materials correctly, apply FIFO where applicable, and keep stock segregated. Documentation control means I complete records truthfully and legibly at the time of work. No backdating, no guessing. Records include pre-start checks, in-process quality checks, line clearance and changeover verification, and end-of-shift reports. Now, what is the risk if materials are issued without recording? Each learner will be given 2-3 scenario cards. Activity. You will stand and place your card under one of the 5 headings around the room: OHS, environmental, product process, labor employment, materials, and lastly, documentation. And now I am going to list a few example cards, such as 1. Missing guard on a conveyor. 2. Drums near a drain. 3. Incorrect label on a chemical. 4. Untrained operator asked to start a filler. 5. Customer injury after use. PPE not worn in asset area. New stock issued without recording. We go through each heading and justify why the scenario belongs there. I link each scenario to the legal duty and the immediate action required. Let's begin. Compliance is visible behavior. I wear PPE correctly, follow SOPs, check machines before use, report hazards immediately, contain and clean spills, sign checklists, honestly, store and dispose materials correctly, and keep my work area orderly. During the afternoon shift, an operator smells overheating near a conveyor. Housekeeping is poor. A contractor is moving drums nearby, and a small oil container is open on the bench. Now in groups of 3, identify which legal categories apply, list your immediate actions, and list the risks if nothing is done. Use your learner workbook page. Take a few minutes to complete activity 2, and we will continue thereafter. Worker legal responsibilities include following: 1. RU layers and SOPs. 2. Reporting hazards and incidents immediately. 3. Using equipment and PPE properly. 4. Cooperating in inspections. And 5, investigations, protecting the environment, and recording information accurately. These are legal requirements, not optional preferences. Failing to comply puts people and the business at risk. Now here is a question. What would you do if a supervisor tells you to continue running with a missing guard? Portfolio of evidence task. Write 3 compliance actions you will apply on your next shift. Suggested prompts. Verify machine guarding before startup. Check spill kits and drip trays. Confirm PPE compliance in my area. Complete first off and in-process checks on time. Sign all records truthfully. Let's begin. As we begin to close this session, you need to reflect on the following questions. 1. Why do we have legislation? 2. What are the 5 legal categories? 3. Give 1 action you will take next shift to strengthen compliance. We have now reached the end of our session on legislation in production, legal duties in production. In our next session, we will be covering incidents and accidents investigation, securing a scene, gathering information, immediate corrective actions, and prevention.